Seen a lot of reports in local and regional newspapers surrounding the future of Chelsea Cole Palmer. Now, what I want to get into today is what I'm actually seeing online from Manchester United fans and in our community over the last couple of days, with people mentioning that Cole Palmer could be the successor to Bruno Fernandes. I want to get your thoughts and opinions on that today so we can discuss them throughout today's video. Also seen reports around Harry Maguire's future. Talks have been opened with Italian and Turkish sides. So, yeah, as ever, smash that like button and get involved. Cole Palmer, do you honestly think that he could be the successor to Bruno Fernandes?
I think all the chat around Bruno departing these shores is a bit premature. Listen, he is fundamental to how United play. You've seen his form, especially over the City and the Arsenal game being brought in. But to get rid of Bruno Fernandes, I don't see that happening. And I think a lot of United fans are being premature, thinking that Bruno is on his way.
Yeah, I'm also looking at Cole Palmer. I'm looking at what we've got in the forward areas. Anyway, I don't really see Cole Palmer as a central figure in any team, and I mean in terms of position. I always think his best position is coming off that right-hand side, cutting in on his left foot.
Look, I'm no expert on Cole Palmer, but what I see of him with my own eyes, that tells me he's a good player. He scores goals. He links up well and everything. Yes, he's a good player. I like him. But to be honest with you, will United go out there and spend that money? I don't think so. It's going to be over £100 million. He's got a long contract. So for me, financially, we've got better things to do. We need other players in here. Yes, I'd like him at Old Trafford. There's no two ways about it. But I just cannot see it. I think the financial restraints keep us away from someone like Cole Palmer. That long contract he signed says to you, Chelsea want big money. And I don't see it. He scores goals. He's link-up play. But listen, I think there's other priorities, to be honest with you. And Bruno's going nowhere.
You just said you'd like him at Old Trafford. I want to get you back on that in a second. But Red Angel, thanks for your super chat, my mate. He said, just wanted to say thanks for all you do. Hearing you two talk about United, it reminds me of talking to my dad before he passed away 4 years ago. Thank you again. Well, hopefully, mate, our standard of chat, what you had with your dad, hopefully it's as good as what you had there. And like I say there, mate, you know, thanks for your super chat, and hopefully we bring you a bit of comfort and positivity as well with the memories that you had. And yeah, I'd just like to say thank you to you for your support as well.
Yep, let's hope the chat continues where you enjoy it.
Yeah, no, of course. Now, like I say, get back on. So you've just said that you'd like to see him at Old Trafford. I've mentioned me personally. I'd like to see, well, I think his best position's coming off that right-hand side. I'm not swapping Cole Palmer over Mbumo any day of the week. So where are you putting him into your team?
No, I'm not saying go out and get him. I'm saying if he was at Old Trafford, I think he'd be a good player at United. I'd like to see him at Old United. But that boat was missed a long time ago, a couple of years ago. I don't know where he'd fit in at this moment. I'm not asking for Cole Palmer to come in and replace. Lots of people out there are saying bring Cole Palmer in, replace him with this player, replace him with that player.
Reports like from the Manchester Evening News are suggesting it'd take at least north of 100 million. You're looking at 120 million to even sit down and have a conversation about Cole Palmer moving. And the head coach, Liam Rossinier, recently said that Cole's here is very happy. It's so unrealistic. It comes from nowhere. There's nothing in it. Well, again, you know, Bruno Fernandes' future, in my eyes, is still up in the air come the end of this season. If he was to leave Manchester United, I don't think it'd be too unrealistic, his name then being put back into the frame about it being a possible successor then.
No, I don't see it. I think what there might be going on here, there might be unrest in the camp of Cole Palmer. They see this long contract. And you know what players are like, agents are like. It's all about money. Can we get any more? Well, if he's on a long contract and he's playing good football, right, Chelsea don't need to increase his wages because they've got that long contract. That was the idea of it. But we know what contracts are like. Sometimes they're not worth the paper they're written on. So for me, I think there's a little bit of unrest in the camp, trying to stir it, trying to get Chelsea to come in and sort of like say, hey, you're doing excellent here. We want you to stay. By the way, we're going to up you up your wages. I think that's what it might be. Many, many times we've seen players linked with Manchester United all over the place, all over the world, right? And then they never, ever come. They don't even end up having a talk with Manchester United. What ends up is players then sign an improved contract. I think this might be the one.
Yeah, he's currently on 130 grand a week, Cole Palmer, plus performance-based incentives as well.
Well, if he'd have started 2 years ago, when he left City and United would have signed him, he wouldn't be on 130 grand. When someone's back goes, listen, they all have hamstring injuries, they all have knee injuries and all that, right? They get over it, right? But a back injury, no, look, it doesn't. Look, Cole Palmer is someone who avoids. I like him. I like his personality, right? And I think he'd do well at United. You know, he avoids the limelight on the pitch. He avoids the limelight off the pitch. But injury,
I'm not too sure about that, to be honest. I'm going to disagree with you there.
You know, I'm disagreeing,
I
Kieron.
mean, look, he's a young lad, and you see a lot of them out there now in the Premier League who are constantly really on social media creating other brands around football. And to me, I think he's just, I think I see him too much out there. And I think it'd only heighten that if he was to come to Manchester United.
No, your problem and my problem sometimes can be he's a Wythenshawe-born player. Where we come, he's off the same estate. We know people, we talk to people, okay? So we hear different things. He goes to the local football, he comes back. He's a Northern lad, he's a Manchester lad, he's a Wythenshawe lad, right? And he's coming back. So we hear a little Bruno being replaced, never mind Cole Palmer, by anybody. He's got a World Cup. Well, he's away for a while. Then what's he going to do then? Go straight off to Saudi? Nah, not for me. I think there's too much going on there. But with Bruno, you just never know, like with any player. But I think it'll be clearer what's happening with Bruno. And Bruno's always said, if Manchester United want me, I'm staying.
So you think Bruno Fernandes will actually be here then at the start of next season?
Yeah, I was doubtful whether he would be. I was doubtful. I was umming and ahhing. I was sort of swaying that he'll go this summer, but I don't see it now. I just don't see it. I've looked at it. I thought World Cup disruption, coming home, then shooting off to Saudi. I just don't see it. I think it's too much. And I think if the form of United and the form of Bruno Fernandes continues, and that this certain...
If you don't think Cole Palmer is the successor to Bruno Fernandes, who is? I want to know your thoughts and opinions on that, because what did we pay for Bruno Fernandes from Sporting Lisbon? Was it roughly £50 million? Would we have to spend a lot more than that to actually replace him? Would you go for a more younger player, or would you go with someone who's maybe a plug-in and play, who's already got Premier League experience, roughly around that 25 to 27-year age mark? It's a massive decision inside the club to replace Bruno when that time comes. Or have we already got a perfect and ready-made replacement in the likes of Ahmad, Cunha? Let me know what your thoughts are.
I've not seen anybody put a player up alongside Bruno and say he is better for Manchester United than Bruno. I have not seen anybody. I've not seen a discussion where someone says he's a ready-made fit to replace Bruno. I think Bruno, the conversation about Bruno...
Internet, but you just kick us on with Harry Maguire as well. He's eligible to talk to European clubs.
Well, listen, Harry Maguire's been a problem for us all. He's slapped us silly. We've all talked about Harry Maguire, how bad he's been and silly mistakes and everything else like that. But I'll tell you something. I came out with a comment a while ago. There should be no sentiment. People like Harry Maguire should be leaving. But lots of people now are talking, does he deserve another year? I actually think he deserves another year because I don't think, well, it's not that I don't think. I think we're going to need Harry Maguire. There may not be enough money to bring in a centre-half. And with the problem of De Ligt not clearing up yet, it just leaves two young lads already in place, Ayden, Evan and Yoro. And I think if we qualify for Europe, we definitely will need another centre-half. So for me, Harry Maguire's got to stay.
Who's your centre-half?
At this moment in time, Harry Maguire's got the option to go and look around. And I think Manchester United might be thinking we might need to give Harry Maguire an option of a one-year contract.
I actually think a priority position this summer is to go and find a right back.
I didn't say it was a priority position.
No, I'm just talking about my opinion. I mean, you're looking at the centre-half positions. I think we're okay there. Me, personally, I would actually give Harry Maguire a year's contract, and that's whether we get in the Champions League or we don't for next season, just reduce the terms of his current salary. But I think a right-back, because I'm not... Delo, Mazraoui, I mean, you're looking at other areas around the pitch where we do have quality in them forward positions. I do think we need a right-back coming in.
Listen, I look at the whole thing, United, okay? You've got 2 young lads there. For a right back, when you've already got 2 there, makes no sense to me. And big money, if it's going to be spent, 2 midfield players and a centre-half. You've got to go out there and get a quality centre-half. We could be in problems. We could have problems with the centre-halves come the end of the year. Trust me.
Yeah. I think we're going to wrap it up there because I think the stream has been buffering in and out today, so I don't think it's going to make too much of a great viewing, unfortunately, for you all today. Like I said, there's been a bit of an issue over the last couple of days with the internet connection here, with the actual laptop and the encoder, so I'm going to take a look at it. And all I can do is apologise to every single one of you out there. But we will be back tomorrow when we do sort it out, so we can then get on with it and then have a proper Manchester United chat. Like I say, much love to everyone out there. Thanks for the support. And we'll see you all tomorrow. And smash that like button.